Princess Charlotte parades her crown all over the monarchy. What if the most powerful crown in Britain today isn't sitting on the king's head, but walking quietly in polished shoes, braided hair, and a confident smile? What if royalty's future is not defined by age, authority, or ancient ceremony, but by the effortless presence of a young princess who already commands global attention without lifting a scepter? If you've ever wondered how influence is built before power is granted, keep reading, because Princess Charlotte is not waiting her turn. She is already parading her crown all over the monarchy. The silent rise of a royal icon. Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana of Wales was born into history, but she did not simply inherit a title, she inherited a moment. The modern monarchy is evolving, reshaping itself to survive in a rapidly changing world. Public expectations are higher, transparency is demanded, tradition is questioned, and relevance is constantly tested. In this delicate balancing act, Charlotte has emerged not as a passive heir in waiting, but as a symbol of stability, modernity, and future promise. She is not yet a teenager, yet her image, presence, and personality ripple across royal events, international headlines, and public conversation. While kings rule and princes prepare, Charlotte quietly occupies a unique space, part tradition, part transformation. And that is where her crown begins to shine. Born wearing more than a name, Charlotte's birth was not simply a royal announcement, it was a cultural moment. Bells rang. News channels interrupted programming. Social media exploded. Millions watched hospital steps as her parents presented her to the world. But beneath the ceremony was something deeper. She was born at a crossroads between ancient monarchy and modern values. Her name itself carried weight, Elizabeth, honoring the longest reigning monarch, Diana, echoing compassion and global admiration. From day one, Charlotte carried both continuity and emotional legacy. This wasn't coincidence. It was symbolism. And symbolism is power in monarchy. The crown of equality. A princess who changed the rules without speaking. One of Charlotte's most revolutionary crowns is invisible. She became the first British princess who could not be pushed aside in succession by a younger brother. For centuries, royal tradition favored sons. But the law changed before her birth, and she became the living proof of that transformation. This moment did more than secure her position. It signaled to the world that monarchy, often accused of being frozen in time, could adapt. Charlotte's very existence rewrote history. That is not just ceremonial power. That is institutional evolution. She parades this crown quietly, yet its impact stretches across generations of royal daughters yet to be born. Confidence without command. The power of presence. Watch Princess Charlotte during public appearances and you'll notice something remarkable. She does not shrink under attention. She does not fidget excessively. She stands tall, composed, observant. When crowds cheer, she responds with warmth. When formal moments arise, she adapts instinctively. This is not rehearsed royalty, it is emotional intelligence. Presence is a form of leadership. People follow confidence, not crowns. Charlotte's ability to move between playfulness and composure allows her to command attention naturally. In a monarchy that now depends on public support rather than political authority, presence becomes currency. And Charlotte's presence is already valuable. The crown of public affection. Royal history is filled with figures who commanded respect but failed to earn love. Charlotte, however, has already captured affection across generations. Children see her as relatable. Adults admire her composure. Elder royal watchers recognize echoes of past icons. Social media users celebrate her personality. Fashion enthusiasts track her style. Teachers praise her discipline. This is the crown of emotional connection. It cannot be inherited. It must be earned. Charlotte earns it through authenticity. Through moments that feel human. Through small gestures that reveal character. In today's monarchy, affection sustains relevance more effectively than authority ever could. A cultural force in miniature form. Princess Charlotte is not only shaping royal identity, she is shaping popular culture. Her outfits sell out. Hairstyles trend. Accessories become fashion inspiration. Even her posture and expressions are analyzed and admired. This phenomenon demonstrates something critical. Monarchy now exists inside digital culture. Influence spreads through images, clips, and moments shared across platforms. Charlotte is not isolated from this reality. She embodies it. She is a walking cultural signal, a blend of tradition and relatability. That is another crown she wears, cultural relevance. The crown of stability in a shifting institution. The British monarchy has endured scandal, public criticism, internal restructuring, and political uncertainty. In this climate, stability matters more than spectacle. Charlotte represents continuity without stagnation. Her upbringing reflects balance, education, family closeness, emotional support, and gradual exposure to royal responsibility. This careful approach builds resilience. Stable royals create public confidence. Charlotte's calm presence suggests a future monarchy less defined by chaos and more grounded in emotional intelligence and preparation. This is the crown of reassurance. Learning royal duty before holding royal power. Charlotte has already participated in major historical events. Coronations, national celebrations, public ceremonies, international appearances. Yet she is introduced gradually, never overwhelmed. This is strategic. Monarchy today is not about commanding subjects, it is about representing values. Charlotte is being trained not to rule, but to connect, communicate, and embody national identity. This preparation gives her the crown of institutional awareness. She is learning the rhythms of duty, symbolism, and public responsibility long before formal power arrives. A princess in the age of transparency. Charlotte belongs to the first generation of royals born into total digital visibility. Cameras exist everywhere. Social media never sleeps. Public memory never forgets. Rather than hiding her entirely, the royal family has adopted controlled transparency, carefully balancing privacy with public engagement. Charlotte thus learns to exist inside modern media reality. This gives her the crown of digital adaptation. Future royalty will not be shielded by palace walls. It will be shaped in real time across screens worldwide. Charlotte is growing within this environment naturally. The power of symbolic femininity. Princess Charlotte represents something powerful for young girls across the world. She shows that femininity does not equal fragility. She stands confident, composed, expressive, athletic, playful, and intelligent, all at once. She does not perform softness to appear royal. She embodies strength with grace. This sends a subtle but important message. Leadership can be gentle and firm simultaneously. That is the crown of modern femininity. Sibling dynamics and internal leadership. Within her immediate family, Charlotte occupies a fascinating position. She stands between Prince George, the future king, and Prince Louis, the youngest sibling. Observers often note her natural leadership among them. She guides gently, corrects politely, supports quietly. Family dynamics matter in monarchy. Strong sibling relationships create stable public images and reduce internal rivalry. Charlotte's role within her family strengthens the future of the royal household itself. That is the crown of internal unity. The shadow and light of Diana's legacy. Charlotte carries the name Diana, not just as tribute, but as emotional connection. Princess Diana transformed the monarchy through vulnerability, compassion, and public authenticity. She changed how royals interacted with people. She humanized the crown. Charlotte's natural warmth, expressiveness, and emotional awareness remind many observers of Diana's influence. While Charlotte is her own person, she carries forward a symbolic inheritance, empathy. This is the crown of compassion. It shapes how modern royalty connects with humanity. Global influence beyond borders. Princess Charlotte is not simply a British figure. She is globally recognized. From international news coverage to fan communities across continents, she represents British monarchy worldwide. She contributes to diplomatic soft power simply by existing as a symbol of continuity, youth, and national identity. This is the crown of global representation. She may one day travel the world as an ambassador of culture and tradition, not with political authority, but with symbolic influence. Redefining what royal power looks like. Historically, royal power meant command, control, conquest, and authority. Modern royal power looks different. It looks like public trust, emotional intelligence, cultural relevance, digital presence, soft diplomacy. Princess Charlotte embodies this shift. She does not dominate. She connects. She does not command obedience. She earns admiration. That is the new crown she parades across monarchy corridors. Education is a hidden crown. Charlotte's education reflects a modern royal philosophy: intelligence matters. She attends school alongside peers, participates in structured learning, and develops social skills outside palace walls. This matters deeply. Future royal influence depends on understanding society, culture, global issues, and human psychology. Education gives Charlotte the crown of intellectual preparation. It equips her for leadership beyond ceremony. The crown of normalcy. Perhaps one of Charlotte's most powerful symbols is her ability to appear normal. She plays sports, laughs freely, expresses emotion, enjoys family moments. This humanizes royalty. People no longer want distant monarchs behind palace gates. They want relatable figures who reflect real life. Charlotte's normalcy strengthens the monarchy's connection with the public. This is the crown of relatability. What does it mean that she parades her crown? Princess Charlotte does not march through halls wearing diamonds. She parades her crown through confidence in posture, warmth in expression, stability in public appearances, cultural influence, emotional intelligence, symbolic power. Her crown is not worn, it is lived. The monarchy's mirror. Charlotte reflects the monarchy's future. She represents what the institution wants to become. More human, more adaptable, more connected, more emotionally intelligent, more inclusive. She is not simply inheriting tradition, she is reshaping it through presence. A crown still growing. Charlotte's story is not finished. It is just beginning. Her identity will evolve. Her responsibilities will expand. Her influence will deepen. But even now, as a child, she is already participating in monarchy's transformation. Her crown grows not through coronation, but through experience. Why the world keeps watching. People do not watch Princess Charlotte because she is royal. They watch because she represents possibility. They see a monarchy trying to modernize. A new generation rising. Tradition meeting progress. Humanity blending with heritage. Charlotte stands at the center of this transition. That is why her presence matters. Conclusion. The young princess already wearing many crowns. Princess Charlotte may not rule a kingdom, but she already influences one. She parades her crown across monarchy halls not with ceremony, but with character. She wears crowns of equality, stability, cultural relevance, emotional intelligence, global symbolism, public affection, modern femininity, quiet leadership, and perhaps the most powerful crown of all. Hope for the future of monarchy. Because in a world changing faster than ever before, the monarchy's survival depends not on tradition alone, but on the hearts it can still reach. Princess Charlotte is already reaching them. And that is why her crown shines, long before it ever touches gold.